Tori Spelling engaged in a spicy Q&A with her Misspelling fans in Monday's podcast episode. In the latest installment, cheekily titled Miss TMI, the 52-year-old star shared a shocking detail about her sex life with ex-husband Dean McDermott, 58. The former Beverly Hills 90210 actress dished that her ex had a crush on her years before they met and used to hurry home to watch her on TV. And when they were married, she said she indulged him by briefly reviving her character, Donna Martin. She detailed, "At some point during one of our sessions during sex, he said, 'Oh, my little Donna Martin.' In response, she said, I might have giggled back like Donna." She prefaced the anecdote by telling listeners, "Dean, my ex, when we met, he was telling me that he had a big crush on me. He would always have his hockey game with all his buddies on Wednesday night, and he would always get out of there early. They'd be in the locker room saying, 'You got to go home and see your girlfriend.' He was like, 'Yeah, no shame. I'm a guy watching 90210, and I have a crush on Tori Spelling.'" The mother of 5, who shares Liam 18, Stella 17, Hattie 13, Finn 12, and Beau 8 with her ex, said she wasn't sure if Dean was hyping up the crush just to flatter her until the intimate moment. "I always thought, are you just making that up to get with me? But no," she said in hindsight. Despite playing along with her then-husband's fantasy, Tori admitted, "If I were intimate with a man and he was like, 'Will you role play, like you act like Donna Martin?' that would really creep me out." She filed for divorce from the Chop Canada host on March 29, 2024, citing irreconcilable differences. The date of separation was listed as June 17, 2023. Spelling and McDermott tied the knot in 2006, but the final years of their marriage turned tumultuous, which Dean has taken responsibility for. "All Tori's ever done, to this day, is want me to be happy and healthy, and I inflicted a lot of damage and pain on that woman," he admitted to DailyMail.com in November 2023. "I'm taking accountability for that today. And it's the biggest amend that I'm ever going to have to make," he added. Spelling reignited her romance with advertising CEO Ryan Kramer in April. It came after she said on her podcast that she doesn't want to die alone during a tear-filled chat with guest Audrey O'Day. She cried at the time, "I'm now 51 and single again with 5 kids, so I don't even know where I stand in the future. I don't want to be with somebody, but I do want to be. I just don't want to be alone." O'Day did her best to comfort a sobbing Spelling as she continued, "You know me. I'm positive. I don't want to die alone." Tori Spelling has never shied away from opening up about her personal life, often making headlines for her unfiltered and unapologetically candid remarks. From her dramatic Hollywood upbringing to her turbulent love life, the former Beverly Hills 90210 star has made a career out of exposing the most intimate and controversial parts of her journey. And now she's at it again, this time revealing a disturbing sex fantasy shared by one of her exes that left her completely creeped out. This revelation sparked widespread attention as it added yet another chapter to the ever-evolving saga of Spelling's often messy and headline-grabbing relationships. But what exactly did she say? Who was the ex in question? And how does this fit into the broader narrative of her love life and public persona? Let's break down the full story, retrace the history behind this explosive revelation, and take a deeper look at how Tori Spelling became a magnet for tabloid drama and public curiosity. Tori Spelling was born into Hollywood royalty. Her father, Aaron Spelling, was a legendary TV producer responsible for a slew of hit shows, including Dynasty, Melrose Place, and Beverly Hills 90210. Tori's breakout role came in 1990 when she was cast as Donna Martin in 90210, a role that catapulted her into teen stardom. But with fame came scrutiny. Her acting abilities were often questioned, and whispers that nepotism landed her the part followed her for years. Still, she remained a fixture on the show until its end, eventually becoming one of the most recognizable faces of 1990s television. However, it wasn't her career that kept her in the spotlight for decades. It was her personal life. Over the years, Tori's love life has been anything but smooth. Her first marriage to actor and playwright Charlie Shanian ended in scandal when she began an affair with Dean McDermott, who was married himself at the time. The affair, which played out under intense media scrutiny, eventually led to both of them divorcing their spouses and marrying each other in 2006. But the drama didn't end there. Tori and Dean's relationship quickly became tabloid fodder. Infidelity rumors, financial woes, emotional breakdowns, and their attempts to patch things up played out on reality TV and in countless interviews. Every detail of their marriage, good, bad, and downright shocking, was up for public consumption. Their union became synonymous with chaos, and their roller coaster relationship set the stage for many of Tori's later confessions, including the creepy sex fantasy of one of her exes that she recently divulged. In a candid moment during a podcast appearance, Tori dropped a bombshell that left fans speechless. She shared that one of her ex-partners once revealed a sex fantasy that deeply unsettled her. I was like, that's a no, she said during the episode, laughing awkwardly. Like, what even is that? That's not love. That's some weird